too late.
Is it 50 or 60, did you say?
Yeah, usually it's 50, about 50, but sometimes people put a bit more.
Okay. Okay.
So you can next time to restart the server.
No,
right.
having a mercy limit's fine, I think. So yeah, 50 is the mercy limit. So we will roll with the mercy limit. It's up to Fortune at the moment. Fortune taking a while, but now we're getting into it, guys. The ZOWIE and ZLive 2v2 Invitational has begun. This is map 1 between Av3k Cypher and Latromi Fortune. I'm on Fortune off the beginning, but I got a feeling if Av3k and Cypher show us their map knowledge in the next couple of seconds compared to the deliberate murder guys, then maybe we'll be switching over to their points of view very, very shortly. And they are indeed going to get the first frag, actually.
Actually, Fortune right now, it's a bit hard position. He doesn't have good weapons, and as you can see, he's dead already because of this. He couldn't attack, and because of lack of information about the map, he actually don't know, I suppose, where to go really fast and how to help his teammate. The main thing that they need to do right now is to stay on the closer to the quad and try to get it with at least some stack or some weapons. But as you can see, Cypher and Av3k are dominating right now, absolutely, and probably first quad will be theirs. Av3k got it.
Oh, there we go. We get some Av3k quad time. He misses the easy rail though, and he's going to get taken down. First quad of the day. It was a really good start with 2 kills, and then suddenly his rail just turned off and nothing worked. But
yeah, good job by 102 guys, because it's the main thing to do to kill the quad, like mini game in the game, and they did it really good. It allows them right now to not to be too easy killed, at least for next couple of minutes, and to prepare themselves for next opportunity to get some scores back. I'm watching Av3k right now, and actually he's really, right now you can feel watching him, following him, that he knows what he's doing.
Teams are tied.
Not these nervous moves. He knows what to count, where to stand, and where to get the opponents to come. So pretty comfortable, pretty confident. That's what I say. And yeah, as we can see, he just right now it's open hunt season for deliberate murder.
Well, the deliberate murder guys, I think they were playing a lot on the mega side of the map at the beginning, at least for the first minute and a half, so I wonder if they're going to kind of move over, as Av3k did take the last mega health, and he's managing to pick off a couple of stragglers. Found Fortune just outside the teleporter, can't quite get the kill, there's a rail on the floor that he just doesn't want any of them to pick up. I think a little bit unfortunate there for Av3k to die, because, I don't know, it looks like he's still warming up his aim at the moment.
Actually, 102 choose the best strategies that they can do right now. They decided to stick to each other and to stay together on the map. It's the best decisions we could make if you don't know the map and if you are new in the game or something like this. It's easier, and you know, even if you will die, your teammate more likely that he will kill the opponent.
Yeah,
but of course, right now, the second quad by Av3k, he only needs a bit more stacks, bit more stack, and he would survive. But no, unfortunately, no.
There's the heavy machine gun there, doing a little bit damage. Just 12 damage per bullet, from what I remember. Is it? Oh, no, sorry, it's 8, and it does 12 shots per second. And Fortune getting a nice shot down on the quad. But Av3k will get his revenge kill. So there is a small lead still for Av3k and Cypher, but you know, it's not comfortable whatsoever. And I'm looking forward to maybe seeing a Cypher quad in the future. It just feels so weird associating Cypher with the quad damage, as I think he's only seen a handful of them in his life. At least it feels that way compared to considering the amount of fuel we normally see him play. And again, there's Latromi and Fortune just waltzing around the map together, and I like that. I like that they're playing, as you described earlier, they have to do this basically in order to survive or have a reasonable chance maybe on this map that they supposedly don't know.
And actually, Av3k and Cypher trying to do the same. They try to play together all the time, at least on the same side of the map. And they are more concentrated right now on Mega. It's really important for them because it's one of the keys to at least to have stack and to be more confident on the map than 102.
Yeah.
It's not. It's let's say it's like the easiest way for them to keep their opponents away.
I think it's interesting though, because Latromi and Fortune are playing together so much, and Cypher and Av3k, they're kind of spread out around the map a little bit more, so occasionally they're getting picked off a little bit, and that's really why Deliberate Murder have been able to actually keep the game so close at the moment. We've got quads spawning in just a couple of seconds. Who's going to get this one? Latromi's been gifted it. Av3k though, his rockets take him to 5 points of health. Very important kill that could have been, as they probably would have been able to hold on to the lead a little longer, but Latromi, he is, we've got a penguin walk around the map whilst he's stacking up a bit. There's a 50 health bubble on the other side, so Latromi, yeah, he can survive a bit longer, but he's got on middle map, trying to hear any spawns or listen to the footsteps to find out where they are. There's a couple of seconds left on this. He will pick up one more kill, and he can't find the fourth when quad is still on him. So nicely done, Deliberate Murder, guys. But a small lead for them, 23 to 21.
One more huge disadvantage for 102 that they don't know spawns, I suppose, too much, and that's why they can't make this really huge roll of the frags when they get some quads. So they can't really prepare some traps in this case. Like for example, usually in TDMs it's normal when quad killing opposite team and the second player just picks them up right after the spawn and makes easy frags. In this case, it's let's say it's almost impossible because they don't know where and how to pick up them right now. Only more or less that they could know. It's just on the other side of the map.
Oh! Sorry, I was looking at Av3k there. He really wanted to shut down Fortune before, so he could take the red, but this is, you could see, as you were saying though, the way that Av3k and Cypher obviously know it much better. Av3k is just basically claiming the major items at the moment. 5 seconds until Mega. Av3k lost his life being picked off on his own when Latromi and Fortune are again playing together, inseparable pair of players. I wonder if Av3k can get himself back on the items. Who just took Mega Health?
Av3k.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly it. He's focusing really hard on the red and the Mega Health at the moment. But we've got the quad up, and it is going to be Cypher who's going to pick it up this time. His first quad of the day. And getting himself a kill with that machine gun. Or heavy machine gun, should I say. Is he going to be able to locate the rest of them? He doesn't have much health, really. And he's got the LG, so could have used it, but I guess he really doesn't want to drop that weapon. Mega's up in just a second. And it looks like Cypher's, he's not stretching out too much, he's not trying to push the limits too far. He's just playing it careful, trying not to die. And at the moment it's a one frag game between the two teams in the first map of the day. So I like what we're seeing. I hope this sets a good precedent or a good omen for the rest of the day for us. In a little fight, Cypher coming out top with a revenge kill, picks up Fortune straight after. And he's getting himself some good weapons, so Cypher does not want to die. The amount of amazing weapons he has at the moment is just crazy. You don't want to lose that whatsoever, so it's going to be very important for him to stay alive as long as possible.
Yeah, that's why it's so important right now for 100 to kill him.
Yeah.
Because this advantage right now could be crucial for polishing the Russian players team. We need to get some names for them, I suppose, something short, because they do not have any context right now.
We could call them CA, I guess, but that might be a little bit degrading. We have got Av3k and Cypher in the lead at the moment, so they've managed to reclaim it, but they're starting to lose the big weapons. Fortune getting himself back onto the Mega Health. We've got 20 seconds until the next quad's going to be up, and he's chasing around, trying to pick up some frags, but there's going to be grenades taking him down. Cypher will preserve his life a little longer, but having lost all those weapons, that is so frustrating for him. And he's actually going to die. Latromi looking good to get this quad in a couple of seconds' time. Oh my god, Av3k just jumping in. The quad still hasn't been taken, and it's going to be taken by Cypher ultimately. but he's got to be careful. He hasn't got a very good weapon for this long-range fighting, and this Mega's up in a moment. They're playing together, and there's just the heavy machine gun being given by his comrade. But Av3k just took the Mega health.
Yeah, they're both just making right now really weird moves. For example, Av3k should take this squad because he had more weapons. Not the best stat, but at least more weapons, and it could help him a bit more. And then Cypher just lost a lot of time just trying to get at least some weapon from Av3k, which he, I don't know, why did he want to drop it before.
Yeah.
So it was just a bit losing of time, but anyways, they did it good, and right now we have a lead on the scoreboard. Almost 10 frags for this map. It's not so bad. It's something that could be done and could be taken back by deliberate murder guys, if they will be able to take some control back, at least for something. Right now they're not doing a really good job by trying to get some control of the map, as I can see. Right now there's recovering time after quad, and to get some weapons and try to at least to kill Cypher at least once. Look at this, 15 HP left.
Just got the red armor as well, and he's going to be getting some health, at least looking for it at the moment. Biggest lead we've had of the game at the moment. Just to get over 11 HP, and Mega's just been taken below him very recently. Where the hell are the health bubbles, Cypher's thinking, and actually I'm thinking as well. I think I just spotted one in the corner, but there's a yellow armor up. Do not want to walk into a rail shot anytime soon.
If you would check scoreboard, you will see that actually both players doing a really good job, and really proportional job. For example, Cypher, Fortune is carry of the team. He's helping dying a lot, unfortunately, but damage dealer is Av3k. Like in 102 is Latromi. It's normal for Latromi. We could see him a lot in TDM games with really good stats, making damage and amazing rails actually. That's maybe one of the reasons why they're still not in really huge difference speaking about score.
Yeah, that quad damage just got picked up and immediately denied with a rail shot. I don't know if it was a double rail that killed both of them, but whatever happened, it's going to be good for the deliberate murder guys because they don't have to go up against a charged quad damage and maybe lose out more in the lead. But it is a shame for them they weren't able to get the kill just before so that they could claim the quad themselves. And Av3k, a little bit of a self kill, but he spawns right next to his trusty rocket launcher and he's going to be able to get right back to work. Oh, the Trummy! That didn't work out the way I think he was hoping.
Just was in the wrong place in the wrong time. So.
Yeah. I really want to switch over actually to a deliberate murder play, but at the moment Av3k is making mincemeat out of these guys. Backing off, getting herself LGO. I think that was my understanding of the spawns in this map, a little bit hazy. But I'll trust the players to do the talking for me in regards to that. I'm missing out on the rail again. Oh, he's just found a Fortune. Easy pickings once again, and the lead's starting to escalate a little more. I think Av3k and Cypher are starting to find their footing here on this map. Not too much time. Maybe they can get themselves an advantage here in this best of 5 series, guys. Best of 5, long series we're having today. I'm gonna switch over now to. I want to switch over to Fortune. In fact, could be going away from him very soon, but let's see what he's able to do. He's going to stick by Latromi a little bit more. Latromi going through the teleporter. Fortune missing his friend already, but he's found a red armor, so resources are being picked up. And with the quad in a second, Fortune could find himself in a great position to challenge for this. But I don't think he realized exactly where the quad spawn was. He was looking at a little on the wrong area, but they get rid of the quad damage again. Now, from now on, deliberate murder pair, they need to be claiming the quad themselves.
Yeah, really good job by deliberate murder. They, as you told, they need next step to take this squad. Finally, they got only 1 so far, and actually they're not so good, still not so good on controlling items. They're not leading, not on red, neither on mega. So just it's a surprise actually to see this score not so huge yet, but it's increasing more and more with every second. A bit sad to say it, of course, because because guys are doing an amazing job here on this map. 20 frags, it's becoming serious.
Yeah, it's impressive actually how much the deliberate murder guys have been able to hold on to the game so far, but they're starting to lose out on it, and Cypher's hitting more and more rails. Let's have a look. We haven't looked at any accuracy. He's hitting 81% rail. It's not like he's got 3,000 impressives or anything. And yeah, you can see that after one rail, his aim going down, sinking down rapidly. And as soon as I say that, Cypher misses a sort of half a dozen rails in a row. There we go. Get a bit of damage. The deliberate murder guy just has no idea where he's being shot from or why he's visible to the enemy player then.
And that's why, of course, it would be more interesting, I would say. Right now it's amazing to see how they're playing, but I suppose that next map will be more excited, more tense, and it will be almost lost. One of the classic maps for TDM. So it's just... let's say that right now it's only 5 minutes left, and chances are not so high, unfortunately, for deliberate murder, but... of course, as a warm-up, it's more than good.
Yeah, I mean, it is actually going up higher and higher, and we might get to that 50 frag mercy limit, to be honest, if they keep making this kind of progress between Av3k and Cypher, but that would be basically Fortune and Atromi almost giving up on the map if they would defeat that much, but Cypher, he's, oh my god, just getting so many kills with this quad, rail after rail. He's found one up at the top, but he's looking too many angles to go for. Where the hell did that deliberate murder guy go, he's wondering. So over 30 frags right now, that quad helping a huge amount. Cypher's last drill unfortunately not going to be connecting. Does need to get a bit of ammunition on some of those weapons. There's the algae, that's going to be easy. Fortune shouldn't be over here. The Mega doesn't spawn for a while, but the pressure that these guys are delivering together was actually pretty significant. Cypher almost went down, but Av3k comes along and saves the day.
That's what we were talking about, team play, about help to each other when you really, really need it. And for Cypher, like a target of the moment when he got the quad, it's really important that Av3k will, for example, go first to one location, or they will attack together. Depends on the location, from the same position or from different positions. It also should be done really, really smart, and you need to understand the map perfectly to do that in really nice way.
Absolutely. That's done by Av3k. I get the kill in the end. Fortune looking for one with the gauntlet. No success there. It went to almost 40 frags in difference, and it's actually steamrolled a lot. Now it's awfully close. Well, it was at least awfully close to the mercy limit. The deliberate murder guys at least got to hold on a bit longer. They don't want to give us a mercy limit game as the first map of the day, despite how incredible they were playing it in the first 10 minutes of the game. And with this quad spawning, it is actually going to be Fortune getting it, so we might have a small comeback. I'm not expecting total 30 frag return into the game, but maybe we'll get to see some of the deliberate murder guys enjoying Devilish a bit more. Here's going to find Av3k. I think that was the heavy machine gun spawn just there. 3 frags on this run. Unfortunately, just wondering where the hell should he go. Was the most advantageous point to go to maybe pick up some spawn kills or something like this, as you mentioned earlier. It's so important to know that, because when you do get on a bit of a roll in 2v2 TDM and your team's got the control or even got the power up, you want to be rushing to their spawns and just converting over and over again and just choking them on the map, making use of your stack, of your power up, and everything. Fortune was not able to do too much of that quad run in the end. Av3k and Cypher just being very evasive, not even willing to give up even a handful of frags to them, basically. And that heavy machine gun. Are we going to be seeing it on any other maps today? I'm not sure, actually, depending on what spawn points there are. I guess we're going to have a look. So I know the maps, apart from Devilish, fluently. Pre-loadout update, but I wonder if a heavy machine gun's going to be making more of an appearance. And we're going to have the last quad in just under 30 seconds right now. Fortune again, cycling onto the red armor. Quad up very soon. Hopefully Fortune will be looking in the right area this time round. And Latromi's going to have to help him out. Fortune's got a company right next to him and lost most of the armor that he just had. 10 seconds now till quad. It's your last hurrah, deliberate murder, guys. Let's go for it. Oh, lovely rail. I just saw Latromi hitting a ridiculous rail that looked like, from at least Fortune's perspective. And I think Fortune is going to give it over to Latromi. He's like, you can have it. I had the last quad, you take this one. Let's see what you can do with it. Latromi's so damn impressive when you watch him play in the Deliberate Murder 4-man squad. He just does inane damage. It's glorious to witness. And I wonder if...
I suppose right now he will show us, look at this, like these rails, for example. That's his best moment right now, I would say, because that's what he usually do. That's a play how we used to see Latromi in the game in TDM. And he's just a beast when he has some control and some good support. And actually, look at Fortune right now. He's trying to catch up his opponents on the spawns on the other part of the map, even without any weapons. Doing trying to do some job, and we have a bit better score. But unfortunately, not so good for 102
They tried to make something happen in the end. You know, they didn't give up on it. They went for it, and they were delivering quite well. But look at that Fortune, negative 29 net. That's a lot of tactical feeding right there. But you know, Fortune obviously wanted as much time as possible before the map started to learn it. Latromi actually looking good, managing to get positive net there. So you know, well played, Latromi. I would love to have like the stats up for longer to kind of really go in depth and have a look at them, but. We'll see what kind of information we can draw
both
from
players of the second team were in positive net, of course. It's obvious. Usually it's a normal thing. And speaking about Fortune, don't pay attention too much about his so huge minus. Usually it's normal thing for carry member. So for carry team member, it's normal to get in huge minus. But his damage dealer, second player, should be far away in plus. Yeah. But not in this time, unfortunately. It's not. It was not so good, and we will see what will happen now. It's absolutely different.
It's a bit of a smaller situation. Map. Here on Almost Lost, not that much smaller, surprisingly. It's a bit deceptive, but
it's more closer to ZTN, let's say like this, and of course Devilish in comparison, it's much bigger. But this map is really interesting because it has also nice open area, and at the same time you can see a lot of small corners and small rooms which makes this map more actual for weapons like shaft, for example, or rocket, and not so useful with rails and I don't know, some plasma maybe, let's say like this, okay? But rail for sure, it's just one weapon that you can take, but not necessarily. It will be like only for some particular moments to use this. Yeah. I'm curious how they will play right now.
Yeah, Leadhead and Shaft calling 3-0 out to Av3k and Cypher versus Deliberate Murder. He's just like calling it. I wonder, is anyone else brave enough to do that? Because I think this map is going to be so much harder for Av3k and Cypher than the previous one was. And to be honest, Devilish didn't look that easy. There was no mercy limit in the end. It was about a 15 frag difference, although they did get it to a 35 frag or so difference at one point. I wonder, is Latromi and Fortune now just going to come alive? I want to watch them off the beginning, so we'll see if who we can pick. I'll probably watch Latromi off the start. I am a big fanboy of Latromi after some crazy stuff we've seen in the past from him. But the game's starting at the moment, so let me push ourselves in. There we go. This is map number 2 here in the semi-finals of the ZOWIE and ZLive 2v2 Invitational. And Latromi, he's got the railgun off the beginning, but Cypher immediately pressuring him. He got the red armor, I think, and with the rockets, just easily getting first blood.
Yeah, it was absolutely perfect start for Av3k and Cypher on this map, and they easily get 2 frags. So for Latromi and Fortune right now, it's really important not to give away too much frags before the squad, and try to steal it at least.
That move from Fortune, just weaving his way around and getting onto the red armor, that is so damn cheeky. And you know what, Cypher, he should have been alert for that. He should have known that the red armor was spawning any moment, and he got totally punked by Fortune. So that might sort of stem the rate at which this score will accelerate for Cypher and Av3k, but now that Quad's gone, I don't know if that's going to change. There we are, Latromi gonna go die in front of him, and Cypher with a monster stack is able to get this. What? How the hell? He looked like he was way too late to hit that rail, but he gets it regardless. 8-1. Happy days right now for Cypher and Av3k. Well, mostly Cypher though.
Actually, it's a map like so many times been played, so it's normal to get some crazy rails and crazy angles here because people just train it more here. It's either I'm waiting right now when Latromi and Fortune will try to slow down the game by maximum levels they can provide, and the main thing that they can need to do here is try to clean area for reds right now. And because it will be red, rocket, and yellow, the best circles that you can imagine on this map.
Yep.
So as you can see, they do not stop to continue this, try to catch players on the weakest positions like this rail, and where are they on the red?
Oh wow, and he gets the next LG on top of that. Fortune would have loved to have denied that. 14-4 at the moment. Control for Av3k and Cypher is great. We're getting occasionally some nice little combos from Fortune and Latromi with their grenades such as that, a nice little bounce, but you know, there's not much beyond that at the moment, and now that Av3k's getting a time to showboat, it was kind of Cypher in the first minute and a half, and now Av3k's control looking great. Doesn't have a big selection of weapons, but he's just got just the right ones to sort of surgically remove their lives. If that even makes any sense, I have no idea. And Cypher just blowing himself up there. Well, they were on 17 a moment ago. 10 seconds now till quad. Is it going to be Av3k who wants to take it? Red's up on the other side of the map, and actually Fortune and Latromi just managed to pick it up. Av3k, you gotta be quick.
A bit risky move, but Av3k right now, he decided to pick up even more armor and to see how he paid for it. He paid with the quad. Whoa, Latromi just started to rock right now.
Yeah, that was good. He needed to do that. I thought that, you know, even though it was bad that they came late, I thought they would still be able to get the kill on the quad carrier, but Latromi just destroyed them then. He's gonna get the red armor, totally remedied the situation. He's gonna get more and more kills. It's now 4 frags. Make it 5. Eventually, he gets it. Is there going to be another spawn for him? I think he just heard someone on the sideline. But that is just going to be a 5 frag run here on Almost Lost. And that gap, which was kind of stressfully large for them earlier on, is shrinking rapidly. 7 to 6 to 5 frags now between the two teams. And red armor, Latromi's already got a nice piece of the armor. And he's going to give it over to his buddy. What the rocket as Cypher dropped down. It's going to be direct. I don't even think Latromi was aiming for him, but he's going to pick up another excellent right there. 3 frags between the two teams.
So
Game's
right now we can
changed
feel
totally.
how 100 to 102 just finally found the game, and look at Latromi here again trying to show us how he survives on the map. A huge amount of frags with his squad. Totally, it was like I think about 10 or even
on this run, yeah, on this full run.
8 frags together. Oh my, even some air rockets. Wow.
Loving it. They got the lead now, so it didn't take them long to do it. As soon as they started getting a bit of a roll, it came together so quickly. We've got the red armor in a second, 25 seconds until quad. I wonder if they're going to sort of manipulate the timing of the red so that they can go cycle it after. If Fortune and Latromi get the quad, they can go straight over to the red armor and take it if they're fast enough. This could be very dangerous now for Av3k and Cypher, but Av3k will finally kill Latromi. You can't wait on here, Av3k. You cannot be late for that quad. It's spawning right now. Av3k, you're in the wrong part of the land, and Fortune's gonna get the kill on Cypher. Easy pickings, and one more actually.
Not so typical for Fortune to be a quad actually, but he's doing his job really good. 3 frags already. Oh my.
Av3k.
How Av3k caught him, really, it was beautiful. Just to caught in this corner, so classical, and anyway, it doesn't make it any worse in this case, and really effective. Actually, guys from One were doing really good job. They scared the opponent so much, so they even didn't show up a few times on red.
Yeah.
And they got easy pickups without any damage.
Av3k needs to think more about the quad though next time, because it's twice in a row that he's been a little bit late. You know, the second time he didn't even turn up at all. And he just needed to show his face. He had some resources, he had a weapon, so he had no excuse not to be there. Latromi looking for the air rocket finish, but he'll get the combo kill regardless. 8 frags between them. Latromi is going to extend it. He just keeps hitting his rails. I think that Cypher and Av3k are going to have to give this young guy some respect in this game, because, you know, when he's on a map that he's comfortable with, it's clear as day that he's able to pull together some ridiculous shots. Another rail looking for a shot on the sideline, won't get it just yet. And lots of items are spawning at the same time. We've got Mega up in a couple of seconds, and then, oh, Av3k denied right there. And he actually spawns right in front of it, so this might slow down Latromi. Av3k just trying to get the kill. Heavy machine gun coming out, but Av3k does eventually pick up the Mega health. Not exactly how Latromi had planned it out. That spawn kind of broke his heart a little bit. And I'm going to watch Cypher. I will. I thought he was going to get a kill, but Fortune is actually stacked to the brim with armor. And less than 10 seconds until quad damage, Av3k and Cypher are having a nightmare of a time here in all this loss. Spawning.
But Av3k and Cypher doesn't have any weapons right now, so even the steal of the quad is just a suicide. Actually, if Latromi will manage to get at least some weapon, yes, he will kill the squad really easily. Yes, that was what should happen in this case. It was good by Av3k to steal it anyway, but it doesn't guarantee that you will make any frags. If you do not have weapons, do not have stack, and your teammate is dying and every time, like after the spawns again and again. So it just was so easy to predict that he will not be able to do anything with this squad. Actually, like this, in this moment, right now, Cypher is our hope, let's say like this, to turn some things in their favor. Because he got stack, and at least he got some weapons, some good weapons for this.
Yeah, Cypher, he might be top, he might have got the most kills, but he's also died a lot. Negative 11. The damage, sub 3k, whereas I think Latromi and Fortune are looking 3 to 4k plus. Av3k, he's got some armor at the moment, he needs to pick up some kills, avoid the damage well. This quad's not up for a long time, but there's hardly any weaponry for him to play with. He's going to find the Latromi, and the LG has dropped, so that's actually a big deal right now for Av3k. He's got something he can work with. And I think he's trying to cherish the stack a bit, so that when it comes to the next quad, then he's going to have something to work with. He's moving down, Fortune not getting a great deal of damage, so the armor is still intact for our Polish superstar. And they're picking up some kills, so Av3k and Cypher, as quick as what happened earlier on when Fortune and Latromi turned it around, they're turning it back around. Latromi misses the kill. He did get the red armor, and he's going to conclude that with the rockets. I feel like Av3k was going really close to preparing nicely for this quad damage. Av3k sees it, but he's being bounced over, eventually picks it up and denies the quad from them. That was so close. You could see that Latromi was desperately just trying to control exactly where he was standing, but couldn't quite do it.
Yeah,
Still
amazing job by Av3k in this case. He managed at least to die with some chair change back.
Yeah.
But as we can see, both players of Deliberate Murder, it's a bit struggling at the moment, because they try to get back control over this red, and they can do that obviously because they have better weapons to fight, but they can't use them right now in the maximum and optimal way. So they have to a bit to slow down right now, to concentrate more maybe on the shaft. Then they will have an opportunity to attack red again, and to at least to fight for next squad. It's really important for them right now to not to lose a lot of frags. Next minute will be hard.
I'm watching Cypher, and he's starting to tear people apart. His rail looking pretty decent, looking for these long-range shots just to clean up. Struggling a little bit. They were looking so good a moment ago. There you go, Fortune eventually going down. He really wants this LG to spawn because he's not got much in the way of weaponry. Oh, he even gets pummeled. If he just got the pummel out himself, he would have had the frag easily. Av3k, though, on the ground floor, and they're bringing it back so close. This red's not up for a while. Av3k might stay nearby. He sees the yellow over there, and he's like, nope, I am focusing on this red armor. This is the most important part of the map for me to be on right now. and they're gonna kill. It's a 2 frag difference. This game is insanely close at the moment. It's gonna be a 1 frag game over here with this kill. 20 seconds now until the quad damage, and it's gonna be. I like the jump there from Av3k. The good damage eventually with the rockets, but he's lost a lot of his health in this engagement. It might have to be Cypher single-handedly sorting out this quad. I'm gonna have a look at Cypher. It's up, but then they're not playing by the quad. Where is it? It's gonna be taken by Latromi. He's on 32 health. The thing is, he does actually have a weapon to work with. Av3k and Cypher, just when they needed to focus on quad the most, they let go of it completely. They might have the lead, but enjoy. Do you think they can hold this for long?
No, actually it's like right now the moment when Latromi has the quad, but he can't do anything with it, so even I'm not sure that he will be able to get the lead now. As you can see, he can't move because a lot of rails around, both Av3k and Cypher had them, and it's like, he's like in one prison, let's say. He can't move free on the map, all over the map, and to make more frags. He just stuck it with his quad, and it doesn't work good for him. So just even their chance to at least to get some red or to get this position, it did not work. They lost it. They spent more time on the shaft area, and no, it did not give them a lot of advantage right now. I'm just wondering why they're doing like this. They could get it so easy and could stay on the red without any problems.
Yeah. I like the positions that Cypher and Av3k were taking as well when Latromi did have the quad. They were making it very difficult. Like, Latromi couldn't just rocket jump up. He didn't have a rocket, and then you probably wouldn't do that with the quad as well. And it was just so difficult for him to get close enough to Cypher and Av3k to actually get a kill with the weapons that he had. And Cypher getting used to the fact that he's not the one taking all the red armor, so he is going to have to share and care with his best friend Av3k.
And as I can feel, for example, Fortuna and Latromi can't slow down the game as they would like to do that. They all the time under the fire, and all the time Av3k and Cypher found in the way how to make more damage. Do not let them even relax for 1 second.
Oh, Latromi with the LG. He couldn't get taken down at all there. That was very unfortunate for Cypher, but it was a risk. He pushed in. He knew that he was going up against the lightning gun, but he just could not execute. And that's fortune of the quad, but shut down by Cypher, helping him and his teammate sustain this lead for a little longer. It's a fragile lead, though. This could, at any point, if Cypher, Av3k lose out on a good portion of control, I mean, deliberate murder could just swing right back into this so fast. I'm gonna follow fortune at the moment.
Yeah, he right now just had lost this red. He was out of timing for this, I suppose. That's why he was too far away to pick up it, and Av3k just made it done like in so easy, without any damage, without any problems. He just steal it and just disappeared. So right now it's over. Even when you can see 100 to a bit alive for some moments, all what we can see it's domination by Cypher and Av3k team.
Yeah, Latromi though, getting himself another kill over here. We've got 60 seconds until the quad's going to be up. Latromi supporting with damage very nicely at the moment. And those sort of twitchy rails, and he's moving across, sees the yellow up on the other side, going to be able to grab that and maybe head over, see if the lightning gun's going to be up. I'm not keeping a track of the weapon timings at all. Something we maybe need on this kind of TDM are the weapon timings.
No, on this map you need to control for sure some shaft. It's really important. Maybe if you want some rail, but only to maybe to make some traps for your opponents. You don't need to really to take it every time. And the main important thing is to control red. It's and to know exactly the time. And if you lost it, it's just a disaster, as we can see. But yeah. Anyway, look, 5 francs difference, not too much. Still, we can get this back. Still, we can see how deliberate guys will take the lead back. It just was so good start for them.
Oh, that damage there from Av3k and Cypher was brilliant. Latromi was so stacked for a moment. He wanted to take the quad damage, but eventually he just got to give it over to his teammate because he had lost everything. Very annoying for Latromi, but fortune with it now. He's got a railgun, but he's got nothing really to deal with the the close range combat unless he just wants to dance around with the quad machine gun.
Fortune just knows that there is Av3k in the corner, and he just checking his patience as well. So just Wow, both these guys just lost all time of the quad, and just only for one frag. It's just nothing. Good play by Av3k in this case.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. But actually, Fortune didn't have anything to attack with. He had only long range weapons, so it was also smart move from him not to die so easy.
Yeah. And Cypher, they're getting a pretty solid frag there. Unfortunately, the grenades. Latromi again, always avenging his teammate's death. Cypher goes up, and there's a rocket that he really wants, and he actually just gets rid of it, and that's quite nice. If you're going to die, at least starve your enemy of some of the weapons on the map. They've got a 3 frag advantage, and it's about to shrink. No, it's not. Av3k can hold on, and is he going to be able to convert another one? Latromi running toward it, but again, Av3k manages to get the kill. 74 to 70. Less than 4 minutes to go. I wonder, can Av3k and Cypher hold on to this? Or is the inevitable comeback? I say inevitable. I'm not sure if it's going to be capitalized on and actually taken to the bitter end, but 3 frags between them again. Shotgun now, Cypher just rushing out and trying to get some damage, trying to prevent Fortune from controlling all the weapons that he has. And Av3k dropping right into this is a tied game. There it is. And this red for Fortune, it's good news here for Deliberate Murder.
It was brilliant play right now by Fortune. He just managed to make more frags and keep control over the red. Even this Mega right now, look at his stack. It's absolutely not typical for this format of the games, and for carry, I would say, for guy who should only to help to the main damage dealer.
Oh, the reds are going to be up. Fortune's going to take it, but he's got no ammunition on anything. He goes in and gets the quad pummel in the end. We got the lead rolling, but is it going to go for long? Because there is going to be another quad as well happening in a minute and a half time. And it will be the last quad on this map, so something that Av3k and Cypher are definitely going to be looking to getting. 3 make it 4 frags of the quad, but Av3k actually blows him up. That's a nice little kill, and Av3k gets a great spawn right next to the red armor. Fortune, you just got gutted then.
Right now, it's really bad news for 102.
Oh.
Really this damage by Av3k and stealing by red is one more thing that could turn things again. And look at this. Oh my, this rail by Latromi. That one saves them again.
Dangerous. And he's going to get the red armor. Av3k going down 85 to 81. It's very close, but as you can see, we're getting to the last 2 minutes. It is Latromi who's really keeping good control on the map, but there's pressure from either side, and there is going to be a plasma kill. Av3k takes him down, survives, he gets the yellow, and there's an LG on the side, so this game getting close again. Latromi couldn't afford to die just then. The pummel, what the hell is it with Av3k and Cypher being pummeled by Deliberate Murder? Oh, that steal. Fortune with meticulous timing on the red armor and being able to survive that little attack from Av3k, and Cypher with his back turned. This might be a map-winning moment here between the Deliberate Murder players as we're getting to the end of the game. There's going to be another chance for Av3k and Cypher to do something, but it's just Fortune really having the time of his life.
His timing right now is perfect. He just making half of the job done only by this pickup in this red, and actually it was last red before the last quad. So right now it's important what stack has Latromi, pretty decent, but what damage by Cypher actually. Look at this. He left quad only with 21 HP. It was nothing, and this Mega just saved him.
Yeah.
So officially right now there's 10 frags difference, even a bit more, and getting more and more. It's just GG. Yes, like Av3k confirm it right now.
Yeah, that is GG. So close, and as soon as it gets to 2 minutes left, a couple of decisive moments where Latromi and Fortune are just racking up sort of crazy frags, getting a lot of excellent awards and things like that. And then there was just nothing. When Av3k and Cypher really needed to get onto that last quad, they couldn't do it. They had nothing to work with, and as soon they didn't even need to get frags of the quad damage. Basically, as soon as Latromi had it, that was it. That was game over for them, unless something horrible happened. But it didn't. Latromi got that clutch frag on the Mega, and Cypher couldn't take him down. If Cypher killed him and got the Mega himself, then maybe would have seen a last moment comeback. But it's GG, 96 to 89, and we are 1 for 1 here in this best of 5.
That's a moment when you can realize that, for example, you can see Latromi as a star of the team. Yes, he is by making damage, but without Fortune's help on the red and without his precise control, it would not be able to get the game back. You can hit whatever you want, but at the same time, it's just really important not to lose control and to get everything back, because without this red, it wouldn't be possible to attack on the quad, and it wouldn't be possible to get score back, to get some tracks back.
Yeah. Hang on a second, I'm just going to change the scores really quickly because my score
Yeah,
is
take
not
your
working.
time. Don't